Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name's Chris and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another video, and in a good mood. Finished lots and lots of work on a video that I really didn't want to do but felt obligated to do, and regardless of how well it goes down, just know that it came from a good place. And if you're interested and want to find out more about some of the stuff that happens behind the scenes in the crypto space, and I called it the sort of dark side of crypto, then join up, become a member, and you can watch the videos over an hour long. Apologies, lots of content in there to cover off. Really interested to get to see what people's opinions of it are, and it's just really interesting to sort of understand more about the sentiment. Now, I want to kind of do a bit of a different video. I kind of want to do a bit of a brain dump and just talk about quite a few different things. So let's get down to the desktop. Let's have a look at the market, right? And I think a lot of this sort of centers around, where the market is. We're at what, $1.27 trillion, down 0.86%. Now, Nick and myself believe that this is likely to go down further. And with all that said, people are already massively down, and I see two arguments on like Twitter. Some individuals and influencers are very much like, it feels kind of cruel, but it serves you right for being stupid amounts of money down. If you shouldn't have invested if you didn't have the money to lose. And I think all of this is just it's insensitive. I don't agree with it, but there are elements of elements of it that I do agree with. Like I see a lot of people blaming influencers, that they're in loss. You said it was going to go to this, and you said it was going to go to that. But ultimately, that influencer never, they never invested it for you. You did it yourself. You put your finger on the button, the buy button, and you bought it. And people have got to take a look in the mirror and take responsibility for the decisions that they made in this space. But at the same time, I want to be sensitive about that, and I want to talk about the mental health aspect of things, right? And I think it's really important if you're in a vulnerable position when it comes to your state of mental health. I want people to know that there are people out there that care. Like Nick and myself, we really do care. Our mods and our community really do care passionately about people in these sort of scenarios, and we are willing to lend an ear. So do jump in our Discord, or seek support if you feel like that, right? Like there's nothing worse than bottling things up. Come talk. The channels are open. We've got a wonderful community in our Discord. You just need to be in there just to realize that it is a wonderful community. And I want to talk about that a little bit because of the way the market is and where we kind of expect the market to go, right? And there's lots of different things that can happen in the market. Obviously, we saw everything that happened with Luna. There's talks about 𝗕𝗃, and if 𝗕𝗃 loses its peg and doesn't recover, then we're probably in a lot of bother with the amount of pairs to USDT. So I'm not suggesting that will happen. My favorite stablecoin to be in is USDC, but it does at points mean that you may have to do more transactions, which means more fees. But I think we need to do our research on stablecoins, and I did do a video recently, so do check it out, which gives you sort of a breakdown of the different stablecoins that there are out there, right? And there are different types, and it's really important to be aware of what they are and how they operate. So do check into that, and make sure you're researching your stable coins. And I will be honest and say I'm not an expert on stable coins, right? Like I've never researched stable coins because I never look to invest in stable coins. I look to invest in cryptocurrencies, altcoins, and so forth. So it's been a learning for everybody, including a lot of influencers. I will say that I have never been a fan of algorithmic stablecoins. They've never done well over time. So yeah, it's one of those. Yeah, the other thing when it comes to mental health and tribalism and that side of things is, you know, the comments and stuff in the YouTube videos and the Twitter feeds and stuff like that, right? Like, I see, it sounds like I'm upset. I'm really not upset. I'm just really unwell at the moment. But yeah, like the comments about, like, you know, body shaming people, which has happened to me just yesterday or the day before. You know, that's like over a line. And ultimately, like, it's fine with, well, it isn't fine. It's never fine. But for somebody like me, I don't take offense to it because your opinion means absolutely zero to me. When it comes to stuff like this, how I look, my appearance, I don't really give a rat's what you think of me. That's not why I'm here, and this is not why I do the YouTube channel. This isn't a look at me, I'm a model, you know, sort of channel. This is a cryptocurrency, you know, channel, right? And ultimately, you know, if I was a model, then maybe I'd be upset, but I'm not, and I know I'm not, and I know I'm fat, and it doesn't bother me. Yeah, I own it, like, very, very comfortable. But there are many people that aren't, and I just don't like that sort of stuff, whether it's from an influencer, whether it's from, you know, somebody else that's just, you know, making comments just to be nasty. You know, I just don't think there's a place. It should be stomped out. The community should stomp it out. And people should be shamed for doing that sort of stuff publicly. Influences the lot, everyone. So, you know, that sort of stuff should just shouldn't happen. My opinion, you can let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and opinions are. I just don't think there's a place for it. Ultimately, I don't think it's good for adoption, and that's what I'm here for. Like, I'm here to support people. Nick and myself have helped save people millions of dollars worth of their life savings that they put into crypto when they've, you know, potentially going through midway through scams and all sorts of different things that we've done. You know, Nick and myself spend hours upon hours in our Discord chatting with people, supporting, answering questions, and educating people, and, you know, much, much more. You know, even with our Patreon service, all of that stuff. And I'm in the studio. You know, I've probably been doing 18-hour days, 16-hour days recently. And that isn't unusual for us. People don't see the behind the scenes stuff. You know, so yeah, I just kind of feel like the tribalism is something that needs to be stomped out. You know, if somebody says something you don't like about a cryptocurrency you're invested in, you know, don't reply, don't answer, or maybe you try to be constructive about any criticism you have. Sometimes I think, you know, it's better to try to convince somebody that a different project perhaps is better, or at least, like, sort of bridge that conversation. I think that's better for the adoption of crypto, right? There's many projects that I don't like, and there's many communities that I don't like, but I don't publicly talk about it. So yeah, it's one of those. It's kind of been on my mind, so I just wanted to sort of air it, really, just brain dump and just get it out there. And maybe this video will do well, maybe this video won't. Ultimately, it's going to do whatever it's going to do. But I think this stuff needs to, you know, people need to be aware of it. You know, the tribalism actually prevents you from, you know, increasing the you know, the value of your portfolio over time, because you're actually putting people off. You know, I see influencers saying, "Don't ask stupid questions." I just don't think that's good for adoption. I question why they're here. Many of them actually aren't here. They've done one because actually the market's tanked, and there's not many views for them. So, you know, Nick and myself are going to be here, you know, day in, day out, you know, rain or shine, red days or green days, bull market or bear market. And ultimately, you know, like Nick and myself, we're retired. We do this, like, it's what we do. So it's all good. But yeah, like, I wanted to kind of get that stuff out there. Again, I thought it was really important. And you know, talking about, you know, Tether a little bit more. You know, basically $7.6 billion of stablecoin Tether redeemed since the start of the crisis. So there's a lot of people that are really concerned about Tether. I can't, you know, say that I'm surprised, but it will be interesting to see, you know, where it goes and how things, you know, perform over time. But, you know, we do expect the market to pull back. I keep saying it, and, you know, I want people to be prepared for it. So do jump in our Discord, have more meaningful conversations with us. If you're suffering with any mental health concerns, contact the right people to support you with that side of things, an expert. But if you just want somebody to you know, listen, jump in our Discord. We've got a fantastic community that would love to lend it here and support you on your crypto journey. So with all that said, done, and out of the way, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Bye.